Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Just one sec. Boom, boom, boom. I think you can see me myself. And I need to ask Evgheny to unlock his mic and unlock his camera. Just one sec. Hey, good afternoon and great to see everyone here today. So it's Evgheny is here. Okay, great. So you can see. Jenny, you are with us, so you can see. So
Nice to meet you.
nice to see you, everyone. We have a lot of Russian speakers here, I guess, but we have also English speakers. So that's what gonna be. Hi, Vitaly. We're gonna conduct in English. We have actually registered much larger quantity of the guests, but it's great to see some guys from Europe, some guys from we had even South African registration here. It's safe. And I'm happy to present Evgheny, our CEO.
Nice to meet you to everyone.
So today we have decided, Evgheny based in Moscow, I'm as always in Italy. And today we decided to make a short introduction about our API, because there are a lot of questions about our API services, about the possibilities. So we decided to make, this explain you between what is the difference between API and maybe IPO, to have it clear to all of them. And basically to give you the knowledge what is possible. So Jenny will make hey, we got good friends from South Africa. And on the right side you have dashboard. You can chat, ask questions, you can interrupt us and so on. There is my just one second, on the right side, my WhatsApp, so you can send me messages with the questions. I think it's the correct one. And then we'll make a presentation, and I will make kind of moderation. So, Evgheny, you're welcome.
Thank you, Yuri. I would like to say that we are when we developed this webinar and we decided to make it. I said that all of my team, like Max Gruzin, who is here, they developed and they helped us to make this presentation. And I would like to say sorry for my English, because there is no a lot of practice right now in Russia with my English, and that's why sometimes I can do mistakes. But I hope it will be it will be clear what I'm going to say to you. Okay, let's start. Let's.
With Evgheny, we have sometimes more Italian practice.
Yeah. So let's start with the presentation, and I see that a lot of guys who are here, they know what is API, but anyway, I would like to show you and to say you what is API in general. So it's API is a set of programming code that enables data transmission between one software product and another. It also contains the terms of data exchange. So it means that some of data which you can see on the different websites can be transmitted to other websites without interfaces. And how it looks like if we're speaking about our life, with all this pandemic, I would like to compare it with a restaurant. So this is like the Aviapages website looks like. It's a website and our apps, a lot of visitors every day, and it's full full of users who are going to the website or to the apps. And this is how the API looks like. So you can choose what you want from the list of the menu, and you can order it to your home or to your office, and we can deliver the same product, but with a different interface. And this interface, which you are going to use, for example, like here, the dishes, it will be yours interface. And going forward, what's in general API usage benefits?
So just sorry
yeah,
just to translate. So the catering is ours, and the plates they are your plates. That's
yeah, the plates and the home and the office and everything is yours. So and going back to the benefits of API usage, it's the first one. It's a fast integration of new technologies. So, for example, if you need to integrate something you really like and you see that it can improve your workflow or save the time, you can easily integrate it with the API without big expenses for the development, without the big team for development. So it's really can be done fast, and it do not need a lot of expenses for that. Yes, anyway, you need the developer, one or maybe two developers for this, but you don't need to project it, to design it, to make the this technology by yourself. The second one is customization. So because if you see some technology on the website, on the app, or somewhere else, you can imagine and you can choose what data you like to use in your project and what data you don't like to use in your project. So with the API, you can choose the data you would like to integrate. Uh, One of the best benefits that you can improve your systems and make the your workflow more efficient. So time savings, staff don't need to go to the different interfaces. They can work in a workflow they which they are similar, uh, which they are familiar one, and they can do all their workflow with one ecosystem which they are familiar to. So, for example, if you're working with a line or other flight operating system, and you would like to use Aviapages tools, you don't need to go to the Aviapages website. You just need to provide the integration between the flight operating system and us, and your stuff will stay with your ecosystem.
actually we
And
are starting now to provide such services via Leon.
yeah, it's like example what we are doing right now. And the finally what you can get with the API, you can get the better service for your customers, and you can get the better customer experience with this, because with such a fast integration you can integrate the new technologies and new features easily. So let's go. And what Aviapages API offers right now? So we offer to you the direct access to our data, and we, as I said before, our services the way you want them. So you can build your own interfaces or integrate into other interfaces which you use. Very important thing that uh, uh, every player on the business aviation market, I would say, have to do their own job. So we maintain databases, we work with the data every day, and we building the Aviapages ecosystem, and we maintain all this information for you. You just get it from the API and use it for your clients to I would say to make your dreams happen, um, to sell your products, to sell the aircrafts, to sell the charters, to sell the management better for your clients. And we maintain, you sell it like your job. And finally, it's what we can do for you, we can suggest you how better to automate your workflow with the Aviapages tools. So what we can offer right now, and why we decided to do this tutorial, it's because right now we are going to build the Aviapages to zero
To zero version, something.
yes, to zero version. And right now we offering flight route calculator, directories, and weather notams. And this is the examples where you can use the Aviapages API in real life. So you can provide the information from Aviapages servers to client apps, iOS apps, Android apps, or special projects which you are developing for your clients. You can integrate Aviapages to the flight operating systems. You can integrate it to client relationship management, or maybe to website to make it more interesting for your clients. And if we're speaking about client apps, I would say that if you are using our iOS apps and Android apps, all of them are built on our API. So if you would like to see how you can use the API for the apps, so if you would like to see, so you just you can just download our apps and see how we done it by ourselves. And the second one at the second one, this is flight operating systems. So right now we integrated with the Lion software, we integrated with Avished and Flex, and we are going to integrate the Skylex in the second part of 2021. So the other thing that the companies like Lion or Skylex, they would like to integrate the flight time calculator to their systems. And right now, I would say that Yuri, correct me if I'm not right. Lion already integrated it.
No, that's exactly possible to do. However, there is a limited number of free calls, and then request we should make go as a official pricing we have. But that's possible, and this is right now happening on the way. There is one more question on the way. So there are another third and fourth point for the API solution. But the colleague from South Africa asking, is the consideration and development for navigation charges calculation? Um, well,
I would say right now no, because we are not. It's not in our development plan. We more focused on the integrations, and we more focused on the development new API transmissions with the flight operating systems. Because as I see right now, the more demand from our clients is going from this side.
I would say, yeah, but you are not the first who are asking this about the charges. We had before such things. That would be nice, but there are many, I guess, many points for being or become the broken phone, and then we provide the not correct information for such charges. So that's why probably it would be good, but not at this stage, not on the short-term solution.
Yeah, but I think that we need to discuss it with our development team, because as I have an idea, the key feature here have to be that we need to find the borders between the countries, so we can build the route, and we need to find the borders between the countries. And then if we can find these borders between the countries, we can provide you the routing above every country, and then you can calculate the navigation charges with it with other database, or maybe if we are going to do this with a database which we can provide. So like an idea, I can understand how we can realize it, but in the spring, in the future sprints, I would say that no, we need to discuss it with our team. Let's go through that. So you can integrate Aviapages to the client relationship management. So you can build, I would say it's more maybe efficient for the more interesting for the brokers. So because they would like to make the client offers much more faster, and we can provide in this situation photos. We can provide some dimensions of the aircrafts and other information about aircrafts to build the client offers. And additionally, we can provide the FBO with the photos too, and meeting points, because we gathered a lot of information about FBO and precise points on the Google Maps with the longitude and the latitude where the FBO is precisely located. And I would say, like an additional information, you can automate the weather for your clients. For example, if they are flying tomorrow, or for example, if you have the clients up, you can provide for them weather for the next day flight. It's maybe can be additional value for your customers to work with you. And the last one, it's website. So
coming back, sorry
yeah.
again, coming back to the third point, I mean, that's not only could be for brokers, but very well work also for operators, since you might have your direct, indirect clients. And this is quite precise, especially for the FBO meeting points. We have the, let's say, system of the 3 layers, which been developed by Evgheny with the precise point how to check the accuracy of each FBO location. So, and the video we are taken from FIA once per each 30 minutes, I guess, not? Am I right? But so
Yeah.
this is very precise info, I would say. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So, and the next one, you can do your website more interesting for your clients. So you can build a fleet intro, or for example, you can do one page like how I would say landing pages for the projects, and build it very fast with all this API. You can provide to your website flight time estimation, and to show the clients the flight routing, and to show the clients if you can build the pricing profiles for aircrafts, even provide them with all this flight time estimation and all this information, even provide them the prices for the flights. And you can show the weather with the airports which are interested by your auditorium. So this is real life where you can use our API. And next, I would like to show you what was improved with the API version 2.0 and how we developed it. So initially the Aviapages API was developed in 2015 with a flight route calculator, with a weather and NOTAM, and it was to clients from Lithuania and from Latvia, which asked us, so this is the great website, but we would like to use it with our own interfaces, with Atom 2 from Flight Consulting Group, and from Lithuanian business jet operator. And we built this API for them. And then we realized that the demand for this solution is going higher and higher. And in 2017, we developed the version 1 with a flight route calculator, with the weather NOTAMs, with the charter directories, which was much more faster and much more easier for the developers. And after 4 years, in 2021, we introduced the API version 2.0 flight calculator improved, weather and NOTAMs improved, charter directories improved, and 2 new tools. This is charter request and aircraft scheduler. So let's go deeper. What the flight route calculator IP version 2.0 new features. So first of all, this is user-friendly formats for the developers. It's most popular REST API architecture. So we're going back for the fuel consumption because a lot of companies asked us for fuel consumption. We are using it to to calculate flight time, but we used it internally. Right now, we can show it to you. We can show you departure and arrival airport times. So you can choose between the departure time and the arrival time, which you would like to use in your interfaces. As an option, we can provide grade circle. We standardize the documentation, and we right now can recommend the tech stop airport. So if our calculator can't reach, if with our calculator your aircraft can't reach the destination, so we can show you which airport is better to use on this mission, and optimal certified fuel stop airports we can provide via API. Also, we can provide you routing points, IFR. So if you would like to show you to your clients or to build the map with the points on a Google map or other maps, so we can provide you the routing points via API. And now I would say with all this new server architecture with which we build in about we started to build it 6 months ago, and now we have the microservices architecture with our servers. We can provide you the guaranteed performance and guaranteed stability. So this is the main improvements of the calculator.
Yeah, for this we can special thanks Max, which
Yeah.
is right now looking for our broadcast. I would say the few points, for example, like departure and arrival time, which is I think very important to mention, because sometimes it could be a very trivial point, but especially now with the local changes of each location of time. For example, now we had US already changed the time zone, and then we had we're gonna have Israel time change tomorrow, Europe in Sunday, Russia doesn't change the times, and Turkey we had the point where they had elections for 2 weeks, for example, and they hold the time, which was a few years ago. So we also taken care about this the time, the departure time, or automatical process, or sometimes manually when it's made by the local state. So this is also important to mention, and this is also available via the API.
Yeah, and next one, I would say that I mixed 2 slides, and I'm going back to the one step, and I would say in general what is API version 2.0 improvements. So increased calculation accuracy, more than 2 times faster response. Yes, we would say that it's average 2 times faster response, but if we're speaking about long missions above the oceans, or missions between the different continentals, so I would say that on the some routes we can see that it's 4 to 5 faster calculation. So if we're speaking about short distances, yes, it's improvements not so big, 20-25%. But if we're speaking about long missions, it's huge improvements, and in general we can say that it 2 times faster response, much more better stability and fault tolerance. As I said, we built a new microsystem servers and system, and right now it's much more stable. And I would say that we tried to not tried, we did the package calculation we did the package calculation for the 2 days. We calculated about 1.5 million calculations, and everything works perfect. So I would say that stability and fault tolerance now on the high level, and as I said before, increased overall performance. And now we are not we are not in the room with one server. If we see that the some of our clients or some of our requests asking for the more faster response, we can
Calibrate or something.
I would say pay for one more server and make much more
faster
more performance in a minutes, I would say. Yeah, that's not problem for us.
There are two questions. First of all, from Anatoly, how long will the old version available? You mean probably the version 1, version 0?
Yeah, Max here. Max, can you please resolve this question, because this we discussed it, but I think that we will ask for the clients to go to the new versions, but we of course we are going to not to cut the old versions in the near future.
No, it will be gradually, I would say, applicated. Of course, we're gonna make for, let's say, half in a year to for the client to be prepared, or even more in case necessary, to be prepared to move to the updated version. And the second question also from Reagan, can you share some information on the performance database that we are using? From the perspective of manufacturers, or let's say, could one request calculation for the particular aircraft type if not contained in your database set? Well, that's perfect. You're asking many questions. I maybe will reply and Evgheny will adjust. So basically, it's also the data from the producer, from the aircraft, in case we're using it for the flight route calculator for the specific route or the points about the ocean. And of course, it's calibrated also with the speed and etc. For the winds, for the calculation, we're using historic Boeing, I would say. What else?
Yeah. I would like to answer for the performance databases. So we are using flight planning manuals from the manufacturers. We building our own tables. So we are using the tables from the FPM of manufacturers. Then we do it with we translate it to our algorithm with all these numbers to our own tables, and we are using it with the fuel consumption like FPM. Yes, it's a little bit I would say easier to maintain these tables which we are using, but they are very precise and we use it from FPM. And for example, if could you request calculation for a particular aircraft type if not contained in your current database? So if we don't have the current type in our database and you can provide us FPM, we can build it I think in 1 or 2 weeks. If you don't have FPM for this type, we can ask it for our partners and provide it maybe a little bit longer. But anyway, it's we can resolve it.
We do have the main.
It's no problem.
We do have the main manufacturers right now, and we are speaking right now to implement maybe Falcon 8X, which is missing. That's true. A Challenger 350, but it's on the way, and the process. To tell, in the modern language world, the efficiency is about 96%, and no side effects been observed. This is stuff like that. And I also remember Evgheny mentioned about tolerance. I remember we had times before when we went to UK, and it was all occasion in UK mentioned zero tolerance will be provided. So just something to share about between the words. Okay, so continue.
Yes, and what can you get from API flight calculator API? So right now it's airway, it's direct, it's coordinates of points, IFR, avoid countries or FIR. So you can preload the countries which you would don't want to fly on, and every calculation will be avoiding these countries or FIR. Time, aircraft performance time, average speed, wind impact, local departure and arrival, distance, airway and direct, and fuel, total flight fuel burn. So this is how right now our flight route calculator looks like in our interfaces. And then going forward to the charter directories API. So the demand for charter directories API now is just starting to grow, because a lot of with all this pandemic situation, a lot of brokers and operators, they now have the time to improve their workflow and to improve the customer experience. And now we can provide for you almost everything which you can see on our website. So information about operators, brokers, dealers, handling, charter aircrafts, helicopters, and for sale, which you can see on our website. FBO with the photos and address, meeting points and everything, and all the data about airports. It's landing information. It's I would say cities which airports near to, and something like this.
I,
And
I, I would say, yeah, few additions and then the questions. That's the database also that we are working at. It's, let's say, constantly in the process. For example, our colleagues in Chisinau, they're always handling this data, but we have also automatic, for example, automatic boot, which is working with this data and can compare about 7,000 aircraft in 20 minutes with the official registry. So it's quite efficient. Yet, of course, sometimes bugs are presenting, but we tended to minimize it. And so you got the data always in the process. And there are questions about from Konstantin about any plans to add flight level entry points of the flight route calculator. Then, to
just yesterday I spoke to the navigator, and he was a navigator. He was a pilot with Vietnam Airlines.
Mhm.
And I asked him, do we need stars and seeds for our flight route calculator? And he said, I would say no. He
Mhm.
said no because, for example, when he flew in S7 Airlines, he said they just added 6 minutes to the flight and seat stars in average, and that's it. Because because he said that you never know which seed or which star dispatch are going to use. That's why you can provide the flight route with the star, which takes a lot of time, but when you are going to the real life, it not be used in real life. That's why we think that right now we on the, I would say, uh, like a golden edge with this. We can add some time with the just adding some minutes for the taxing or so on, but to build the system with the stars and seeds, I would say no, we are not going to do this right now.
The another one, do we have also from Anatoly, do we have features comparing the tables version 1, 0, and 2? I think not, only just
Not now, but we can do it.
Yet, I guess the version 2 is the main version which will be, let's say, available. So if you like, we can share from this presentation and stuff like that, but mostly it's version 2. Also, I got a personal email from Soren from Blackbird. No worries, I will try to follow up the question you asked. And then one more question from Reagan. Great that one could optimize to avoid fear. What's about specific flight level? We do have flight levels, and it could be set for each aircraft separately. So I mean, sometimes prefer 036. It's also available, I guess. You can correct me, Evgeny, if it's not like that.
Yes, we use the flight levels, but we can't do it automatically. We can't use the flight level specified with some airspaces. I would say in current algorithm, it's too complicated to realize it because we need to get the database about these levels from some I would say CAA and try to implement it. No, I would say that right now it's too complicated.
But still, for example, it's available to adjust for your specific profile of your aircraft. If usually you are cruising on, I don't know, level 32 or 40,000, major part of your flights, that's possible to in the tailor-made profile. So,
yeah. So going back to charter directories, so you can use it for your interfaces. You can use it with the client relationship management to build the offers, to build the interfaces with more information for your clients, and how it looks like right now with our interface. Okay. And going forward, weather and NOTAM. So we still can provide the NOTAM and METR and TAF from FAA. I would say that for us, it's right now the big work to go to the new API from FAA. They changed the API this year, and we built it almost brand new system to get these NOTAMs and METR and TAFs. But I would say that we're still providing it, and if you need it, you can get it from our API. So, and how it looks like with our interfaces, so we can show it in more convenient view for the clients, like you can see 15 Celsius, sky is clear, or you can get the not decoded matter and use it in professional way, in professional style. So, and the plans, the future. Right now, we are using aircraft scheduler API. I would say right now it's one-side integration. So we integrated with the Lion software. We integrated with the Flex, Avishet, and we're going to integrate with the Skylex. But right now, just we getting the information from all this flight operating system to provide to our clients, to brokers, to operators, more precise charter quotation. But in the second part of 2021, we are going to do two-side integration. So what we are planning. So if you requesting the flights from Aviapages, the operators will get the request inside their systems. So in this case, the sales team do not need to go to emails, click on emails, go to our interfaces and put their the prices, so they can work in their own ecosystem to provide the prices and different quotations for the brokers and for other operators. And we can in this situation, if we can get the deeper integration, we can provide for our clients deals and unique options, and to provide some analysis. I would say it's win-win situation for the flight operating system and for us, and for brokers too. So, and the last one.
So just
Yeah.
to stay on the previous one. So for example, in case of some of the company, we request Soren from Blackbird, for instance, he will reply on the request inside of his system. So that's will be quite easier, I would say, and faster to basically to handle all the requests with this one.
Yes, and based on this integration, we are going to make the chat request API. So it will be like a white label, which developers from, for example, from brokers or operators can use for building the apps or websites for their clients. So you can add to your website search suitable aircraft with our white label. How it looks like with our interface right now. You can build your own interface and get the information from us, and get back with the clients who requested the flight from you to your system. So these two tools, aircraft scheduler API and chat request API, we are planning on the second part of 2021. I would say that not so far. Not so far. We are going to integrate it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you very much. It was the tutorial about API version 2.0, and I would like to say that we see the much more high demand for this, and as I said, I think if we're speaking about the second part of 2020, we doubled the client database for API with Aviapages, thanks to the Yuri, thanks to our partners. Right now, we integrated with the guys from Australia, United States, Poland, Spain, Austria. Yuri, maybe you can see Turkey, Spain.
Recently, yeah. Spain is already twice, because we had before.
Yes.
A guest there, which is for the 5 years, and then we will right now.
Latvia, Lithuania. I would say that we are going to integrate the guys maybe from South America, and
right now.
And Skylax Belgium, yeah.
Yeah, but it's in the also in the process.
Yeah, it's a road. They are on the roadmap. So thanks to all of our partners. Thanks to for all the clients who are using Aviapages API. We are not going to stop. We are going to make it even better, to provide the best solutions which Aviapages can produce. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Soren. Thank you, all the participants. You can find all the information about API. You can ask always us by email, WhatsApp call, whatever, and also via the just one sec, and also via the website. Website there is a API directories you can ask, and you can request the key ready for the testing. And one more question. There is a question in the app. We have it's the separate accounts in the app. Basically, we have limited number of calls there. We also try to take it on the let's say list to do. Definitely will do so.
I will answer because we just need to understand is it Android or Apple. I would say that it's very interesting question, because Konstantin asking if we have the if we client of Aviapages, can we provide the can we provide our apps for free? Because yes, there is an option to provide our apps for free, but we need to produce your promo code, because the Apple system and the Google Play system build it like we need to separate all these accounts, and for our clients we just need to make the promo codes for this. But if we're speaking about Android, I need to speak to Alex, our developer, and I can say that we can provide it without promo. So that's it. If you're using Aviapages with a subscription or with the API, we can provide our apps for free.
Good. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for your questions. And if you're interested more questions about API solutions or about our services, you can send the messages to Yuri to WhatsApp, or just send a request to support.aviapages.com. And we are going to answer all of these questions as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Stay safe. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.